Hey, guess what's back? That's right, Crystalline is back once again. We are here this time with the second chapter. Last time I played this, it was around May, I believe, or March. It was probably March. We played the demo, which covers about the first chapter, and it ended right at this point. Shortly after that, the game was released, or it was put on Steam in early access. And then similarly as they did with Ace Academy, they would release a new chapter whenever it was finished. And up until like maybe a couple weeks ago or something, chapter 2 was actually finished and added, so I think it's a pretty fitting time right now to actually start playing chapter 2. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the other chapters though. It may be too soon to think about it already, but like if it takes a couple of months for them to complete a chapter, I'm actually kind of curious what you guys want me to do. Do you want me to immediately play the new chapter when it gets released, or would you rather want me to wait until the entire game is fully released and then play all of it, similarly as I did with Ace Academy? Because otherwise it's going to be similarly like, well, with the demo, like 7 to 10 videos perhaps or something, and then a couple months wait again, and then another 7-10 videos or something, and another couple months wait. So what would you guys rather prefer? Just like a string of videos of this entire series once it's completed, or just, you know, for a little while and then it'll come back after a couple months? You guys decide. Let me know down in the comments below. But I'm gonna play at least chapter 2 right now. I'm assuming it'll be somewhat similar in length as chapter 1, the demo. I'll put the links down below if you want to check out the beginning of this series, because it is really hilarious. Similarly like Ace Academy, it is from the same creators, right? So you kind of expect a similar quality. But yeah, I'll put the playlist and stuff down below if you want to check it out. I highly recommend checking out obviously the beginning of this series if you haven't watched it yet and you're kind of new to the channel. So yeah, without further ado, let us just continue right where the demo left off, which is pretty much right here. I think we met a new girl. I forgot her name, but she had big boobs and brown hair, and her last name was Noir or something. And we went into, was it a dungeon? I don't know. We were like near the village that had like a volcano in it, or near it rather. And we went inside a somewhat dungeon and then into a secret room, secret chamber, where we met this elfin lady with a fire wolf. So that's pretty much where we left off. So yeah, let us just continue, because we asked her, "Who are you?" and then she smiled creepily, and that was the end of it. So let's go. Show me that creepy smile. There it is. The woman blinks at me, then smiles. For a second, I think I see the flames lighting the room flicker, and a warmth permeates my body. It's pleasant, like an embrace. Ooh, she's hugging me with her fire. Although she holds my gaze, she doesn't speak. How did you get in here? Again, she remains silent, but this time she takes a step closer.
Who are you talking to?
Dude, you don't see her? Huh? Am I imagining shit? I mean, don't get me wrong, I always imagine big boobied anime waifus, okay? But not in games. I peek behind the woman and see Zack standing with an eyebrow raised and his arms crossed. The rest of my companions pause in their inspection of the room and stare at me. Kara stands beside an altar, while Amelia and Leanna are both kneeled by the fox. The fox accepts their attention, rhythmically swishing its tail, but otherwise makes no move to respond. Instead, it fixes its attention on me.
Are you talking to the fox?
Oh, so you see the fox, but not the girl? No. The chick between you and me, the super hot chick, this time is both a compliment and it's actually quite literal. I don't think they can see her. Come on, the super hot chick, dude. Clearly, I was speaking to the smoking hot woman in the room. We could mean Leanna with that too.
You mean her?
Kara, that was her name. Kara, yep, the girl on the right, she was kind of new. Leanna was the girl we met at the very beginning, and then we had a pink-haired girl, Amelia, who we met somewhere along the way at the academy or something.
You mean her?
Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have said this, because now they're like, wait, which one of you girls do you actually mean? The two of them speak simultaneously, then stare at each other. I think Amelia actually, it was like this weird barrier through which Pango or Poi Poi, he was able to enter it, but we couldn't. And I think Emilia went after him, and then she also sort of disappeared, and now we don't know where she is. And we thought Emilia turned into that hot chick, fiery woman.
That was unexpected, but not unwelcome.
I mean, I'm speaking about both of you, okay? Leanna blushes deeply, while Kara smirks, and I catch both of them occasionally glancing at each other. Hey, girls! Attention on me, okay? Not towards each other. I don't want to lose Leanna or Kara to each other unless I'm able to join the party, okay? Then it's fine by me, but don't be getting all cozy without me.
Who exactly are you seeing?
There's a woman dressed in red, and she's kind of flamey, and she's standing right there with her pet Firefox. Ha, Firefox. By the way, am I the only one that still fucking uses that browser? I feel like everyone uses Chrome, don't they? And I'm still here in fucking 2007 using Firefox. I don't know, I just like it. It works fine for me, so I had no reason to change. Leanna looks towards the fox, but her eyes glaze right over the woman. She furrows her brows, concerned, so they do see the fox but not the woman.
Okay.
Oh, I've missed jiggle physics so much. Her voice is gentle, like she doesn't want to spook me. None of you guys can see her? The group collectively shakes their heads. I don't know why you guys can't see her, but I promise you, she's there. I'm definitely not going crazy. Pongo, there he is, Poi Poi. I've missed Pongo too, actually, you know? I've missed my companion, my buddy. The Pango hops out from behind my legs. He first examines the woman with partial interest, then he stares in wonder at the fox. The fox cocks its head to the side and observes the Pango. The Pango perks up and cautiously bounces forward. Is he gonna make a friend? He pauses right before the fox. The fox's nose wiggles as it sniffs at the Pango. Then it swishes its tail and the Pango squeaks before running behind my legs. Boy. You're scared of it? Wait, do you see her too? Boy. That's a yes, that totally meant yes. The woman giggles at the Pango and gently pats his head. He shivers happily at her touch. Then she straightens up and takes a step closer. Her feet don't touch the ground. She's floating, and her skirt floats ethereally behind her. Instinctively, I back away.
What's going on?
She's getting closer. A lot closer. A bit too close for comfort. Cause, you know, if she wasn't like literally on fire, then I wouldn't have minded. But this is a bit weird, especially with all the other people around me. She pauses once she draws near and touches her palm to my forehead. A pulse of warmth flows through me before she retracts her head. What did you do to me? What did she do to me? As if something inside me clicked open, I feel invigorated with strength. The stronger I feel, the more translucent the woman becomes. The fuck did she do? Soon, she disappears. What? Did she like become one with me? Did she like touch my forehead? I will now go inside of you, Luda. Pew! And then she disappears. Or she gave us like a fever, I don't know. Or she healed us, you know? You know how in MMORPGs you got healers along the way? You can sometimes just talk with a character and like, I'm gonna heal you right up, boy! Well, obviously she doesn't talk like that, but maybe she was a healer? I don't know. The Pongo stares at me with renewed interest. It reminds me of that same look he gave me when we first met. He licks his lips. Whoa, what are you planning, Pongo? You're like, nom. Don't even think about it, boy. No. Pongo, control yourself, okay? The Pongo pouts and let out a sad sigh. Oh, Kara. Kara waves her hands in front of my face.
Hey, are you okay? You kind of zoned out there for a second.
I'm right back to attention, you know? Something just jiggled in front of me and I snapped back to reality. I think I'm fine.
What happened?
I'm not too sure.
Where's the woman now?
Actually, she's gone. Oh, now they definitely won't believe me. Amelia reacts to my words by playing with her bracelets, so Amelia was here too as well. I don't quite remember exactly what happened, but I remember there was sort of a barrier through which Pongo could enter, but we couldn't. Or we were at least scared to do so. Or we had to make like a sacrifice. Because I had to throw my wallet in there or something? I don't remember, but I'm glad everybody's back here again. But, like, if I just, like, tried to put her side by side with the fire woman, there are some similarities. It could just be the art style in general, you know? I don't know. She holds her manipulator up to me.
Curious. I may have a theory.
What is it? What is it, Amelia? What is it?
All the energy which had accumulated here has now gathered within you.
So that's what she did? I blink as it takes me a minute to register what she has just said. Wait, I absorbed the energy? That can't be right.
As I mentioned, it is merely a theory.
Leanna looks intrigued.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I felt it after she touched me. Only on the forehead, okay? Nowhere else, nowhere inappropriate. Leanna's eyes widen.
I wouldn't phrase it like that.
What? How then? Not in a weird way. She just touched my forehead, yeah. She didn't touch anything, no lewd areas of Luda, okay? Ah shit, didn't I make the character's name Humongous? I totally fucking forgot. I just like, because I sort of had to replay through the first chapter because it was on different files, of course. The demo was, you had to download it separately, whereas this one's through Steam. So yeah, I kind of forgot that the name was Humongous. Damn it. Oh well, Luda, Humongous, you know, either way, we're fine. She just touched my forehead and suddenly I felt a rush of energy. Amelia stares hard at me. Why are you looking at me like that?
I am merely anticipating the imminent reaction.
Like I'm suddenly gonna explode or something? Reaction to what?
The high concentration of energy you just absorbed. The human body was not meant to process such large quantities of energy.
Oh, but you have not met me yet, Amelia. I'm special, okay?
At least, that has certainly been the trend with someone from Terra.
Ha! But not from someone from Mother Earth! Amelia's gaze bores into me as she emphasizes the word Terra. Then she looks back down at her manipulator.
Although, 2 minutes have passed, and there seems to be no sign of an adverse reaction.
I'm feeling fine. Feeling good. Why did she sound so disappointed? Yeah, I think she actually really wanted me to explode. Just for research purposes, you know? For science. Suddenly, Kara squeals as she gingerly picks up a rusty coin out of the remains of a leather satchel.
This is a genuine Vestin coin!
Oh wow, really? I need it for my genuine Vestin coin collection! Give it to me, Kara, it's mine! Zack glances at the coin and folds his arms, clearly unimpressed.
How much could a rusted out dated coin be worth?
About a few hundred gold pieces.
Oh damn, certainly mine, dibs. Zack's demeanor instantly changes.
You don't say.
He was a mercenary, right? I remember I didn't get too well along with him. Kara smoothly pockets the satchel as Zack covertly searches the room. Are there any more rusty coins? As Kara finishes up her inspection of the room, Leanna looks around.
Well, since we found what we came for, we should head back.
We found the coin? We came for the coin? Kara nods and leads the way out. As we leave the room, we notice the fire which had previously glowed in front of the barrier is now gone, but all of our items are still intact. Hey, nothing was burned in here.
Curious. Then it can be assumed that the purpose of this trial was not to destroy our possessions, but to test our willingness to sacrifice.
Oh damn, and I threw my wallet in there, which is basically my identity of my previous life on the other world, right, in Earth. Which in this world doesn't mean anything, so I didn't sacrifice that much even if it were to be burned. But I'm glad that it's safe. Kara happily scoops out her coin purse.
I'm not complaining.
Leanna smiles in relief as she reaches in and quickly collects what looks like a ring attached to a thin chain.
Let's keep going.
The rest of us snatch up our items and continue back out of the corridor. The trek out of the temple is a lot faster and easier than the trek in, mostly because there were no obstacles to stop us. We pop out of the same hidden wall in which we entered. Just as before, the main ceremonial hall is empty. We wave goodbye to the couple of monks, sweeping the entryway, then begin to walk back to the village. Ask Kara who the Vestans are. Ask Amelia what her theory about the mysterious woman is. I'm kind of interested in the coin, but I love me a good mystery too, you know? I always try to uncover mysteries. But maybe the Vestans are connected to the mystery, huh? I just like Kara a bit more. I wonder why. I fall in step with Kara. I mean, she's the new girl as well, right? So we gotta get her a bit accustomed. We gotta get to know her a bit better. That's purely the reason, you know? Only for that reason, just to get her acclimated to the group. Just welcoming the new person. So, who exactly were the Vestans?
They were the original tribe of Ember Mist, and the initial keepers of the Fire Temple.
Did they build the temple? Kara shrugs.
It depends on who you ask. Some experts believe they did. Others think the temple was already there by the time the Vestans came about.
Interesting. Now I'm curious. How did you get into treasure hunting? She pauses just a little too long before flashing me her usual cheerful grin.
I just sort of fell into it, honestly. Treasure hunting naturally fit into my nomadic lifestyle.
Sure, just fell into it by accident. Whoa, suddenly I found a treasure. Well, you know what? I should do this more often. Where do you learn all that history to even identify relics?
You'd be surprised how much you pick up along the way. Especially after you realize what a lucrative business this can be.
So, you're just in it for the money? I knew it.
I didn't say that. I'll admit that at first I was just in it for the money. But the more I learned about the ancient people of Asaria, the more invested I became in the history of each relic I found.
Sure, you can't fool me, Kara. Everybody loves money, okay?
I started to find myself daydreaming about who might have used the items I found. What kind of person were they? Did they cherish this item, or was it just another piece of their ever-growing collection of stuff?
That's a cool way of thinking. You're more than meets the eye. That seems like a foolish way of thinking. There's more to her than meets the eye, you know? It's not just big boobs. Definitely not. That's actually kind of nice. I had no idea Kara had this side to her. That's surprisingly deep. Kara raises an eyebrow.
I'm full of layers.
I'm sure that doesn't actually look like it. You're not wearing that much. I look her up and down and take in her barely there attire. Not from what I can see, yeah. I was thinking too at first, like, yeah, but no, there's not that many layers. Not at all. And it's not even like a full layer. Like, look, her belly's totally exposed and her legs and shoulders. Oh my god, she showed her shoulders, so lewd. Whew, breathe. She smirks.
Metaphorically speaking.
Alright. Ask Amelia. Oh, we can ask Amelia too, of course. Let's do that too, then. I approach Amelia. So, that theory that you mentioned in the temple about the woman, what was it? Amelia glances at me.
Given the location and circumstances previously described by Odorism, my estimation is that the unknown woman you encountered was a projected image of the fire elemental. Of course, as I could not observe her myself, I cannot be certain.
Seems accurate. She definitely looked like a fire elemental woman. Do you think that's why she wouldn't talk back? Also, why wouldn't she just show up in person?
The amount of energy needed to sustain just an appearance of the elemental would have drained the temple completely. There would have been no energy left for her to give to you.
Is that why she disappeared right after?
The depletion of energy in the temple would have meant she'd no longer be sustained in this world.
But now she's inside of me, right? I probably got like firepower. I'm a firebender right now. Amelia looks thoughtful.
Although, it is quite unusual that she would have you absorb the energy to begin with.
Hey, I'm the chosen one. What can I say? I just randomly appeared here in this world or got transported here. I don't know how. Or is this a dream still? That's also a theory. Like, there's actually a theory, right, that we're... I don't know who came up with it, but there's a theory floating around that this game is a it's connected to Ace Academy in the fact that you're playing a show who fell asleep in a library and just dreaming about all of this. That's a theory. I see. I wonder what, I had a feeling that was her. No wonder she was so hot. She actually exists. I feel like, you know, usually they have like these options, you know, to sort of jokingly be the, what do you say it? Not a player or anything like that, but just to sort of, you know, make lewd comments here and there. And obviously, whenever I can, I'll try and do that. if it's fitting, but I feel like Amelia doesn't really appreciate those kind of jokes. So, you know, sometimes I just have to be... I feel like with Amelia, I need to be a bit more serious. With Kara, though, I can be pretty flirty and whatnot. I had a sneaking suspicion that it was her. I mean, who else could it have been? Amelia nods.
It pleases me that you two have reached the same conclusion.
Yeah, totally. Thanks. I didn't know she, regarded my own, words or just my theories at such a high level too. I mean, honestly, if I were her, I would just look down on me like, ha, you pleb, I don't give a shit about what you say. But she actually like, you're a pretty intelligent person, Luda, and I appreciate your opinion too.
Still, it is quite perplexing that she would only reveal herself to you.
It's not just me. The Pango saw her too, I think. He didn't really make it clear if he was seeing her or just the fox thing. I mean, he said poi. Come on, dude, you know what that means. Poi means poi.
The Guardian.
Huh?
The fox would be the guardian of the fire temple. Each temple has its own guardian who protects it.
Ah, the Guardian. Oh, so how come the Guardian didn't attack us for breaking into the temple?
We did not break in. The guardian enforces the trial in the temple. Only those who are able to complete the trials are welcome into the temple.
In this case, that magical fire we had to put our stuff in? Amelia nods, still deep in thoughts. Are you still trying to figure out why no one else could see the elemental? She nods again. Any theories? Maybe it was just, you know, a trick of light. A reflection of light just perfectly was only in my field of vision, which is why only we could see her, and nobody else.
As of now, I do not have one. But perhaps after some further research.
Research, right. It's different from the research I do. Her voice trails off as she falls back into deep thoughts. Kara, Zack, and Amelia lead the way back to Ember Mist, while I lag behind. The Pongo sits on my head. Leanna notices my absence and falls into step with me. She pats the Pongo, who ignores her. Damn! Ice cold Pongo! He's just like, I don't give a shit about you, Leanna. Still too focused on the energy around me, of course. Oh yeah, he loved energy, right? He loves licking or eating energy and everything. Leanna pouts, then shakes away the Pongo's disregardance of her and focuses her attention on me. Yeah, pay more attention to me, Leanna. Fuck the Pongo. Not literally.
Something on your mind?
I drop my voice low so that the others can't hear me. Now that I've collected the energy from the temple, that means that I can try to create a temporal rift and go back home, right? Kara stops, then whirls around to face us. Zack and Amelia stop with her.
Pardon me, you were speaking very softly and it was a little hard to hear, but it sounded like you just said you need to open a temporal rift to go back home?
Well, it seems like I was speaking at least loud enough for you to hear it, girl.
But that can't be right, can it?
Why not? Jeez, this woman has got some supersonic hearing. I glance at Leanna, who looks alarmed. About that... Kara's smile falters at my hesitance, but Amelia looks excited.
I knew it. My hypothesis is correct.
We only told Leanna where we were from, right? Nobody else?
Hypothesis? What hypothesis?
This is not biology. What the fuck hypothesis?
My hypothesis that he is from a parallel world.
Damn, she figured it out already? She's way too smart for her own good. Leanna's eyes grow wide and she forces a panicked smile.
I think all this parallel world and temporal rift talk has been getting to you. I mean, Elder Isum said it's impossible.
He has already admitted it.
What? Leanna and I have been careful not to say anything. When?
The day of our acquaintance.
What? I rack my brain, but don't remember bringing that up around Amelia.
You sought out Professor Xavier's guidance, and after he imparted his advice, you and Leanna had a brief discussion in which you mentioned that what he had suggested was exactly what happened to you.
Yeah, but you were not supposed to hear that.
Thus began my hypothesis that you arrived from a parallel world.
Why are you so smart, girl? Not that this is a problem, I think. You know, it's not like they're gonna say witch and then they burn me at the stake or something. I hope this world is not like that. Leanna looks at me, unsure of how to react. Continue to deny it, come clean. What's up with all these eavesdroppers? Yeah, like, yeah, come on, you know? Have they all got like similarly long ears like the Guardian or whatever, right? The fucking elven ears so they can hear like fucking dogs and animals combined. Wait, dog is an animal. Bruh. You know what? I don't think... Okay, you know what? They can all know. I honestly don't care too much. It's not something that I kind of want to hide from them. So... nothing's gonna happen if I say it, right? I think. I guess there's no point in denying it now. If our game of cheat is any indication, Amelia can see right through a lie. You're right. I'm not from Terra.
Not from Terra, huh?
Yeah, uh-oh, Zach. Dude, keep your hands away from your guns, okay? Zach looks me up and down and nods to himself.
That's a lot better than the alternative.
Which was... what was the alternative? What's the alternative?
That you might be... unique.
That would be bad?
Zach!
Hey, you... wait, by unique, do you mean like retarded or something? The fuck, dude? He shrugs.
He didn't even know what a discharger was.
So? Lots of people don't know what a discharger is.
At
in
least
my
if
world.
he's from another world, that explains why he didn't know these things.
Kara looks skeptical.
How did he get here?
There have been unexplainably high concentrations of energy popping up throughout Isaria, and he happened to show up at one of those areas. We went to the
Completely
Mage
random.
Academy to get some answers, and that's how we came up with the possibility that the high energy readings were temporal rifts, and somehow he had traveled through one.
I don't know how. I just had a really strong dream or something, or someone here. Maybe someone here just pulled me into this world.
Why or how those rifts were even opened, we still don't know.
But if they're the only way for me to get back home, then I have to try to open one. Kara shrugs.
Let's just make sure you attempt to open one far away from where I'm standing.
Why? Is it like similar like a black hole? It sucks in everything?
That might be tricky considering no one knows how to open one. We may need to talk to Elder Issam.
That won't be necessary. I know how to do so already.
Oh my god. Amelia, you really do know? We all stare at her. How do you know that?
The directions are located in Elder Issam's old research notes, which I had gathered from the Academy. The spell itself is a simple conjuration, which even an amateur could do.
So even I can do it. An amateur can open a temporal rift? Then why isn't everyone doing it?
The impossibility of the spell comes from the fact that the human body cannot manipulate the amount of energy needed for it.
Ah, so the requirements for it is kind of impossible, but the spell itself, casting a spell is something a noob can do? She pauses, then points to me.
He may be an exception.
Hehe, that's me. I'm like smiling. Hey. I squirm slightly as their gazes fall on me.
Given that you have absorbed energy directly from the temple, which should also be an impossibility, I must assume that there is something within you which can possess the high amount of magic without suffering consequences. Perhaps it is a skill which you acquired from your world.
My world doesn't even have magic. Amelia blinks.
Regardless, only a short amount of time has passed. There is plenty of time for you to still internally combust.
You still expect me to fucking explode? Come on, Amelia. It's been too long already, okay? There's a 1 minute, 1 hour period, okay? Just like, okay, you might still explode within that time frame, but afterwards, I'm completely safe. I read that in a book somewhere too, okay? I can pull out facts from nowhere too, out of my ass. A wave of unease makes my stomach queasy. Maybe I should open up this rift now before that has a chance to happen. Amelia grins with excitement. Of course, she wants to see that.
I concur with that suggestion.
Should we do it?
That may be the best now that you have the magic.
Really? You're not even sad that I might possibly be going away, Leanna? I can take you with me if you want. Zach shrugs and Kara takes a look at our open surroundings.
Maybe we should first look for a spot with a bit more cover. We don't want to be opening up rifts on an open pathway.
Good point.
Yeah, suddenly bandits come in like, oh, what is this? And then they step into the portal and they come into my world and then just slaughter everybody there and take over Earth and create Terra 2.0.
There was some tree cover towards the west.
We mumble our affirmations and follow Zach towards the trees. We're really doing this? We settle into the grove of trees. Both Leanna and Amelia stand on either side of me. Zack selects a tree far enough away to not be affected by any stray magic, but close enough to get a good view of what's going on. Kara, on the other hand, hangs back towards the outskirts of the tree as she's kind of afraid. Zack looks back at her, an amused smile on his lips.
You'll miss the show from back there. You sure you don't want to come any closer?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, maybe she's a cat herself, you know? She had supersonic hearing. Maybe she got like laser vision eye vision too. I don't know how to complete that one. Kara's voice is distant.
Yep.
There's a bit of movement as she takes another step back behind a tree. Damn, she's taking cover even. Is she okay? Scoot yourself closer to her. Me? Oh, I'm gonna stand right next to her. There's no way she can see anything from there. I can barely see her. I take a few steps closer to Kara. Come on, Kara. You can't miss the show. Come on, girl. I'm giving you front row seats for free.
Stop right there.
Huh? But you can't see anything from there.
On the contrary, I can see all I need from here.
Are you sure?
She can at least see if other people will stumble upon us from there.
Oh, yeah, a lookout. That's exactly what I meant.
Sure, that was your plan from the beginning, right, Kara?
I'm sure it has nothing to do with her wanting to stay out of the splash zone.
Wait, there's a splash zone? Leanna furrows her brow.
Temporal rifts don't splash.
Yeah, no, they sploosh.
No, but people do.
Hey, I'm not gonna explode, come on! Do they still think that?
Zack?
He looks innocent.
What?
Leanna frowns. Come on. Amelia studies the notes, then nods to herself and snaps the book shut.
The casting is quite simple. It is the same technique as any other cast.
I've never casted a spell before, though. Leanna looks at me.
Are you ready?
As ready as ever. I nod. Amelia glances at my stance, then frowns.
Your stance is incorrect. Straighten your spine.
I've never done this before, okay? Help me out here, Amelia. I lengthen my spine and stand as straight as I
No,
can.
you are too tense.
God damn it!
Keep yourself relaxed, but do not slump.
Okay. Something in between. Okay, relax, but do not slump. Okay. I release some of the tension in my back. She's about to speak again, but Leanna gently pulls Amelia to the side.
Okay, I think he gets it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there, okay? She steps in front of me and gives me an encouraging smile.
Your stance is fine. Just remember to raise your arms in front of you.
Alright, got it. I do as she says and nods. Or
Now,
she
the
nods.
actual casting part is gonna sound tricky. You'll need to focus your mind on the spell you want to cast.
Okay, focus. I can focus any day, baby. So, I should just think about temporal rifts?
Yes, but you need to connect that thought with the magical energy.
Okay.
Clear your mind of every thought.
Alright, my mind is empty, as it always is. I close my eyes and push away all of my doubts and confusion, and focus on Leanna's thoughts.
Now, think about the rift that you wish to create.
Alright, a beautiful rift right there in front of me right now. I imagine tearing a hole in the fabric of reality. I don't actually know what a rift would look like, or even feel like. All I remember is the bright light. Should I focus on that light?
At the same time, sense for the magic within you.
Okay, magic within me, I'm sensing. I try to sense for any kind of magic, but nothing feels out of the ordinary. How do I know where the magic is?
It'll feel like a tendril or willing warmth.
Tendril?
When you find it, reach out for it and grab hold. The
Okay,
magic
okay.
is eager to be used and will latch on.
I'm trying to feel it, Focus on what Leanna says. I wish women were more like my magic. This is stupid. I just feel like, you know, magic is certainly real in this world, right? So it's not something to take lightly, even though we don't come from a world where it is a reality. But different world, different rules, so I should just try my best. This is so abstract, but I know I can do it. I just have to focus. I turn within and regulate my breathing. This sounds very similar to meditation, so perhaps using the same technique will yield success. I've meditated before. As my breathing becomes slow and steady, I open up my senses for any indication of another presence.
Once you find the magic, connect your thoughts of the rift with the magic, and then channel both the magic and the thoughts through your hands to cast it in the open.
Okay, whew. Okay, I'm connecting it right now like a USB port. I continue sensing, hoping to even find a hint of warmth. But how do I know if it's just my own warmth or the magic? Sweat beads on my temples as I strain to cast, but nothing happens. Eventually, my arms grow weary, and my mind is exhausted. I decompress with a sigh. It didn't work!
It's okay, we can try again. People aren't usually able to cast on their first try.
How many tries? I mentally groan. The idea of doing all that again does not thrill me. There must be something I'm missing. Yeah, like actual skill.
It just takes some getting used to. Plus, you're trying to cast without a manipulator.
Oh, then let me borrow your manipulator, girl! Oh yeah! Both you and Amelia use manipulators to cast. Maybe that's why I wasn't able to do it.
Well, the manipulator's function is to house the energy source for us to cast with.
Oh.
Technically, because you already have the energy within you, you shouldn't need a manipulator.
Then why did you say it's more difficult because I don't have a manipulator if it doesn't make any fucking difference? What? Oh.
But this is all theory anyway. It may be easier trying to cast using a crystal, especially for a first-time caster.
Hand me a crystal, girl.
Regardless, there could be a multitude of factors for why this attempt was not successful. One for which could be as simple as the fact that you still do not possess enough energy to open the rift.
Another factor could just be that I fucking suck. Shouldn't the temple have had enough?
Theoretically, perhaps. But a significant portion of the energy was already being used to sustain the elemental's image. She was able to transfer what was left of the energy to you, which from my readings was only 20% of the total energy in the temple when we started.
Did she say theoretically? Not theoretically. I'm pretty sure she pronounced theoretically, like really strangely. Theoretically. What the heck? Suddenly, Kara is standing right beside us, as cheerful as ever. Of course, she's happy, like, yeah, you couldn't do it.
That sounds like you all still need to explore some more temples.
Oh, that's what you like doing, huh? Alright, well, that's fine. Let's explore some more temples. I'm okay with that. I jump at her presence. Even Leanna and Amelia seem surprised to see her so close. Only Zack is unaffected. How did you get here so fast? She grins at me.
Am I wrong?
The Pango jumps out of Kara's arms and hops into mine. Boy. I pat him on the head and he wiggles contentedly, licking the air around me. Whoa, dude, I know I'm Luda, but don't be looting me, okay? I'm the one that's doing the looting.
He doesn't know how to cast, or that he doesn't have enough energy.
Sure, but what does that mean for you all in terms of next steps? Are you going to hang out in Ember Mist until he learns how to cast?
It could take him weeks before he can even cast the simplest of spells. That is quite a long time to rely on someone else's hospitality.
It sounds like it would still be in your best interest to visit at least one more temple just to be sure you have enough energy. You can teach him how to cast on the way, so by the time he gets there, he'll be ready to go.
I guess that's an okay plan. Leanna looks thoughtful.
Does seem like the better option than the alternative.
Which is... if it's the fastest way to get me back home, then I'm not opposed to having all our bases covered. Amelia nods.
That is the most efficient course of action. If we can mitigate any uncertain factors, then we can pinpoint where the weakness is and adjust accordingly for a successful cast.
Yep.
The research this will provide will be very informative.
Informative it is. Hearing Amelia's affirmation, Zack shrugs.
Since I'm here to protect Amelia, I go where she goes.
You're only here to protect her? Kara smiles broadly and slings her arm around Zack and Amelia, much to their dismay.
Great. Then our arrangement is still on.
Can you remind me what our arrangement was again? I kinda forgot.
Hey!
Zack moves out of Kara's grasp. She smirks.
Most men would be thrilled to have a pretty woman hug them. Right, Amelia?
Oh, was Kara trying to, you know, sort of couple Amelia and Zack together? That seems like a very unlikely couple.
That is correct. A healthy physique is inherently attractive for potential mates.
And trust me, Kara is more than healthy. She's the healthiest woman I've seen so far. Kara lets go and starts to lead the way out of the forest.
We should spend the night in Ember Mist. We can plan our next steps there.
Once we are in agreement, we follow Kara back to Ember Mist. A Upon arriving, we head to the inn.
We can spend the night here. I'll meet you back down in the lobby in a few minutes.
Inn? You mean like a tent? Isn't this like a tent? She ventures upstairs while we secure 2 rooms with the innkeeper. As we receive our keys, Amelia excuses herself.
I wish to seek an audience with Elder Isum and continue our discussion. I would be remiss to let such an opportunity pass.
Of course, it's a golden opportunity. He seems like a good guy, but maybe we keep the fact that I'm not from here a secret.
Yes, that is something in which we are in agreement.
Good. Oh, okay. She nods and leaves the inn. The decor of the inn is very similar to the Elder Isum's hut. Yeah, it's almost like they use the exact same textures and background image. Pillows and rugs line the ground as a few people sit cross-legged in front of the fire. A few tables line up the other side of the lobby, all of which are empty. In fact, aside from the couple of people sitting chatting by the fire, this place is very empty. Once I sit down, I feel fatigue pass over me, but I try to shake it off. I guess they don't see too many visitors here, huh?
For a city that's supposed to be so secret, that's not surprising. It's more surprising that they have an inn.
Maybe it's a reward, right? It's a reward for anybody who can even find this secret village. It's like, welcome. You found the secret hidden village. You're allowed to stay here, I guess. I nod and stifle a yawn. We sit at a table as Zach orders us dinner. After a few minutes, Kara returns.
Where's Amelia?
She went to speak with Elder Isim. She nods. Okay. My eyelids droop and I'm stifling yawns every few minutes. Very tired? My limbs feel like leaded weight. And it's taking all of my effort to sit upright. Maybe because of like the sudden surge of energy, right? It's just taking its toll on our body. Or we're about to explode very soon. After I let out a wide yawn, Leanna glances over at me.
Maybe you should go to bed. We're winding down anyway, so it'd be a good idea to get some rest.
I don't know. I feel like you girls, or just maybe Zach, are just gonna prank me while I fall asleep first. That's usually happens in sleepover parties, right? If you sleep with other people in the same room in a sleepover party, if you're the one that falls asleep first, you're fucked, okay? I remember my very first sleepover party in high school. That was the first year. Fuck, they put fucking makeup on me, those bitches. That actually happened. Fuck that. I nod blarily. That sounds really good right now. I guess absorbing all that energy really takes it out of you, huh? Leanna smiles at my joke.
It would seem so.
Regardless, I'm grateful for the excuse to leave. I trot upstairs and fumble with the keys before opening the door. Then I fall onto one of the twin cots and pass out as soon as my head hits the pillow.